I knew something was off.
Yeah. It is show time. Get ready for it.
Everyday hustle like William. Yeah. Everyday hustle like William. I'm charging the chicken just for the verse. Yeah. I get in that kitchen, I could go to work. I go berserk. Yeah. Go out and get it, secure the city, can't seem like the Titanic. I know the power of a dollar, told 50 rounds at least. She know I get money, she know. As soon as I up, let's go. Just like double alone. Stay down with me or let me go.
Yeah, you know what it is.
The Jeff Fox Show, brought to you by Remix Sports Media.
Don't hurt yourself.
What up, though? What up, though? Happy Friday. Welcome to the Jeff Fox Show.
No, hallelujah. It's Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, we made it. And Fitz Davis is not here, but he'll join us another time. So we've been gone for a while. You know, we've been, life and all kind of stuff. We'll get consistent with it when it's time and not before. That's what the good book says. So when we get consistent with the currency, then you'll see more of the currency.
Silly.
Yeah. What's going on, Jenny Jones?
I'm just happy for real that it's Friday for real.
Yeah.
It's been a rough. It's just been rough.
I don't see you rocking, I like your attire.
I haven't got my OKC gear yet. I'm waiting. Joyce is supposed to be taking care of her auntie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you could have used it last night. I mean,
I know you got jokes, but here's what really happened. Here's what happened was.
What had happened?
Okay. Nobody is really wanting to see this matchup.
True.
The NBA is not wanting to see this matchup. The fans are not really wanting to see this matchup. So, because if you're not from Indiana, you're not from OKC, nobody's really trying to see this matchup. So,
True.
OKC started blowing them out. And then the NBA did that whisper, that basketball whisper. And they said, okay, we need some excitement for this series. You guys don't have the big stars, so we can't have y'all just going in there blowing it out. So that's when OKC, instead of turning it up, they turned it off in the fourth quarter, which we know they've been turning it on in the fourth quarter, the whole playoffs, except for yesterday. And that's what happened is the R word that Fitz doesn't like me to say is rigged. I'm saying it. Rigged. They don't want just an everyday blowout in games. Gotta get the money up. Gotta get the viewerships. So don't just blow them out. Let them have this game, maybe even another one, and then you go on and do what you need to do.
I am so disappointed in you.
I don't care. Don't be mad when I tell the truth.
Reed, that was a great game. That was an outstanding game. Now, I agree with you. Nobody wants to watch. At least nobody wanted to watch. But you know, I changed my mind.
About what?
That's why I showed the greatness clip at the beginning, because at the beginning of the game I was bored. They were both playing great team basketball. They're both so fundamentally sound. There was no villain. There was no bad guy. There was no characters. It was like there was no Kobe. There wasn't a Shaq. There wasn't an Allen Iverson. There wasn't a Joker. I'm like, what is this? SGA and Halliburton? Nah. But you know what? I was wrong. I'll take that. This is going to be a great series. If you are a basketball purist, if you like,
that's what I heard some of the commentators say. Because if you enjoy basketball,
yeah,
and you're outside of either one of those markets, then you'll enjoy the series. You'll enjoy the series, however it goes. But I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I mean, you give me drama, man. I want to see.
Don't take it in 4. Just let us get a ratings, because if you blow them out on the first game, and nobody's going to watch the second game and the third game. So let them win 1 or 2, and then handle your business. That's all I'm saying.
So you sticking with OKC? Go OKC.
All day long. OKC, go. OKC, go. OKC, go.
Of destiny?
What?
This is the 4th time, or 4th or 5th time that they pulled off a miracle win. The OKC, the Pacers. Another.
I told you though. What had happened was, see, Rodney is a smart man. I like him. That's why I missed him. And I'm glad to see Rodney.
Okay. Okay. I'll give you that.
You don't have to give me nothing, because I'm taking it all day, every day. Anybody want to come for me? Step up. What you got? Nothing.
Damn. Danny Jones coming with the venom. So Tyrese Halliburton delivered another clutch performance. He hit a 21-footer with 0.3 seconds left. Their first lead of the night. And the Indiana Pacers win 111-110 over the OKC Thunder in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. They were down 15 points to the best team in basketball. 15 points to the best team in basketball in the 4th quarter. And again, drama ensued. Tyrese Halliburton, despite 25 turnovers, Indiana's resiliency, Jenny. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it.
Okay, but what happened to OKC? Have we not just watched them all the way to the finals?
They got
pick up another gear in the 4th quarter, even when they was down like 20, 30 points. Picked up another gear. I'm telling you about the R word. That's what I'm telling you.
They were up. They were up most of the game.
I know, at 15 points. I think, what was it? Maybe 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes left to go, because I wasn't even going to watch anymore.
Yeah, I thought it was academic myself. I thought it was all. I mean, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander did whatever he wanted to do. He finished with 38 points, but they didn't score off of all of those Indiana turnovers. That's what killed them. Because again, the Indiana Pacers, you kind of felt like if they get within 8, if it gets within 7, some kind of drama was about to ensue.
If
And
it gets within the R, if it gets within the rig, so
yeah.
because that's what the NBA say.
I,
We'll get you. We'll get you there, but you gotta make the shots. You know, we'll help you out as much as we can, but you got to make the shots. He made the shot, but yeah, still, all I'm saying is, yeah.
this looks like
Okay.
a team.
OKC, go.
You can
OKC,
say that all day long.
go.
This looks like a team of destiny. Like
Who?
everybody
OKC.
the Indiana Pacers. Like, you know, I get it that you're a Thunder fan, and they're a great story as well, because nobody really believed in them despite the record. But they are legit. They are legit. The two best teams in basketball are playing for the championship.
Well, no. I think Cleveland just somehow was
No,
here, and then they just fell off. They just fell off the cliff. Something.
no. The two best teams are here. The two best teams.
Well, I know one of the best teams is here. I don't know about the other best.
So what are you going to say if they win the championship?
I'll eat crow. But for right now, I'm standing on the soapbox, and I'm standing loud, tall, and proud. OKC is getting the chip.
Get the hot sauce ready.
Oh, please, whatever. You ain't nothing but a bandwagon, so I
I'm-
pay no attention to
I
you.
don't have a dog in the fight. I don't care who wins. I don't care. Let me say that. But I am fascinated by how the Indiana Pacers continue to come back and win a game. And it's always the hero is always Tyrese Halliburton. He's got fans now. He's got NBA players becoming his fans. A little bit.
I know what you finna play.
Yeah,
Dwayne Wade.
yeah.
Dwayne Wade is clowning for his podcast.
Yeah, Dwayne Wade's clowning.
Wade. I love Dwayne Wade, but he's clowning for his podcast.
No, Tyrese Halliburton is box office. When you do this time and time again, you're box office. You're you know what I was calling for was some superstar action, and you know what? We have a superstar in Tyrese Halliburton.
Not an easy spot on the floor to try to inbound it from, Mike.
SGA has it. There's about a 9-second difference shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander spins, pulls up, jumper. Off the mark, won't go. Rebound, Neesmith. The Pacers with a chance to win it. Final seconds, no fouls to give. Halliburton looking. Halliburton driving, pulls up, jump shot. It's good! It's good! With 3/10 of a second remaining. Time.
Is a superstar. That's superstar action. That's how you deliver. That's what I thought we were not going to have in the NBA Finals. And Tyrese Halliburton gave it to us. And you should hear the Korean call. Now, I heard them do this on the during the Knicks series where Halliburton made another miracle shot. Well, here he is doing it again in the NBA Finals. You know, his Jordan impersonation, his Kobe impersonation. He's box office. He's a superstar. Unbelievable.
없으가요. 자, 언더독인 인디애나가 익숙한 상황을 맞이한다. 할리버튼 버튼을 할리버튼! 와우! 0.3초.
Halliburton! Wow! Halliburton! Halliburton! Yeah. I'll pay for that. I will pay for that. Tyrese Halliburton did not disappoint. And you knew if SGA made the shot or if he missed it, it didn't matter. I knew if the Pacers had just enough time, I knew where the ball was going, and I knew Halliburton would make the play. And you have nothing to say because you know what?
Because I've said it. You want me to keep beating that drum? I will. I'll do
Not a
it.
conspiracy, man. Stop that.
Because SGA,
You're better than that.
SGA, we already was up a point.
You're
We
better.
could have held onto the ball or just drove it all the way to the basket and, make the clock run out. So, but we're going to pull up. We're going to go like we're going to go all the way in the paint. And then we're going to back out and then we pull up and then miss the shot. All I'm saying is R-I-G-G Aiding. I'm saying the big word that Fitz doesn't like for me to say.
It's not cool. Give them credit. They did it.
He made that shot because, like I said, it's one of those. Like I said, when the NBA say, you know what? Okay, you get there and we got you. You can get there and we got you.
He did it to Milwaukee. He did it to Cleveland. He did it to New York, and now he's done it to the OKC. Tyrese Halliburton is a superstar. He's arrived. Now, he was on the dream team, the Olympic team, and he rode the bench and rode it hard. And he was considered the most overrated player in the league. He was voted the most overrated player in the league. What they gonna say now? If he wins the title, what they gonna say now?
Well, what they gonna say if he don't?
Well, still, they're going to have to put respect on his name. Never vote him overrated again. Because the all-time greats are acknowledging the greatness of Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay. Oh! Come on! Come on! Oh! Oh, shit! Yo! Oh my God! Superstar! Superstar! Superstar!
Superstar. That was me last night.
Counting for the podcast.
No, he's not. And everybody, if they have a podcast, clown for it because that was big time. That's what we saw Michael Jordan do in 1997, the last time somebody hit a game winner in the NBA Finals. And Tyrese Halliburton did it last night on the biggest stage, in the biggest moment, when you had to have it. You absolutely had to have it, and Tyrese Halliburton delivered. That is big time. You don't rig that. That's big time. And Dwayne Wade.
I said what I said. I said, yes, he made the shot. If we get you there, then you got to do what you got to do and make it.
Yeah. And, give credit to Dwayne Wade for acknowledging. I mean, if anybody got the credibility to talk about how great Tyrese Halliburton is, it's Dwayne Wade. And he did.
Okay. Oh! Oh! Come on! Come on! Oh! Oh, shit! Yo!
Yeah. That was crazy, man. I was doing the same thing. I couldn't believe it. I said, no, man. And this dude does not hesitate. He's like, okay, now is my chance. I'm going for it. Against the Milwaukee Bucks, he did the same thing. Took the ball directly. Everybody's waiting for a timeout. He just took the ball directly to the hole, made the game winner against the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. Against the Cavaliers, he had a big-time shot. We saw what he did against the Knicks. Dude is box office, man. never, ever, ever question the greatness of Tyrese Halliburton again. And that's all his old boy was saying when he ran up in Giannis' face. Now, that was wrong. But, you saw him last night, right after the game winner. He was cool. Because he wants to be able to see the rest of the series. I'm not saying the Pacers are going to win. I still believe OKC is a better team. I thought that the MVP played a great game, and he, took the lead. He didn't wait for his teammates to get involved. He took a lot of shots, SGA, and finished with 38. But the rest of the guys didn't really deliver. And that's not OKC's motto. They're a team. They're a great team. They won. Every team that won, I think, with their win total before you get to the finals, I think either won the championship or competed for one. So I mean, I can see everybody still having OKC win the championship. Now, the Pacers, if they win game 2, which I doubt, but if they do, it's over with. That would be shocking to a lot of people because, so-called expert have OKC winning in 5, and you had them winning in 4, right? Or 5.
Oh, I didn't put a number on it. I just said winning.
Yeah.
I just said winning.
Yeah. We're going to hit a quick break. We come back, going to talk about the Florida Panthers going for redemption tonight in game 2 of the NHL Finals. The Panthers losing game 1. We're going to talk about that and a whole lot more on the Jeff Fox Show. What up, everybody? This is Jeff.
What up? What up?
What up, everybody? This is Jeff Fox from the Jeff Fox Show. I want to invite you to a real Bahamian party. A great place that you can get the island food that I'm talking about as fish fry right here in beautiful Miami. Come to the backyard. Yeah, that's right. It's east of Miami, the backyard, where you can get that real fried fish, fried conch, grilled conch, any kind of way you want it, they will do it for you. Lobster, fish, chicken in the bag, shrimp, all kinds of great island eats right here in Miami Gardens and east of Miami. It's the Bahamian thing. Niceness. Pull up on east of Miami. Check out TJ and Cindy at east of Miami for the best Bahamian food. Best fish, the best chicken, the best conch, the best stewed fish. All right, they've got it all. Island food, 18014 Northwest 6th Place in Miami Gardens. I'm talking about the real deal, not the fake stuff. This is real Bahamians making real Bahamian food. In the backyard, come on and check out the vibes. East of Miami, 18014 Northwest 6th Place in Miami Gardens. Tell my man TJ Jeff Fox sent you. You heard it first right here on the Jeff Fox Show. It's the backyard, east of Miami.
It's your birthday. Go shorty, it's your birthday. Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. You'll find me in the club, bottle full of bug. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill a buzz. I'm in the habit of spending time to make it love. So come give me a hug if you're in the getting rough. You can find me in the club, bottle full of bug. Mama, I got what you need if you need to fill a buzz. I'm in the habit of spending time to make it love. So come give me a hug if you're in the getting rough. Go shorty, it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip a party like it's your birthday.
Welcome back. So, South Florida's favorite hockey team
Whoop, whoop.
For the Panthers, we thought they were rolling in game one in the Stanley Cup Finals against the Edmonton Oilers, and they give it up. They kind of choked away the lead, and the Oilers instead are up 1-0. And tonight it's game two. Oilers and Panthers, 8 o'clock, TNT. The Panthers are embracing an us against the world mentality as they get for game two tonight. Trying to recover from the game one overtime loss.
Yeah, that's rough. That's one of those, like I said, when it gets down to the last, and and you've taken care of business the whole time. Yeah, it hits a little different, but I think we still got this.
I hope so. I went to bed thinking that they would hold on, and I was shocked the next morning when I saw the score. Like, they don't usually do that. Could it be Edmonton's year? Could it be
No. Were you claiming it? Panthers back to back.
Yeah.
Riding it all the way.
They had big time success a year ago, of course, winning the cup, and I just remember the celebrations. I'm looking forward to it again. They're the best team in South Florida. They're all we got. The Marlins stink. The Dolphins stink. The Canes, somewhere in the middle. I wouldn't label them, but somewhere in the middle. But Panthers got to get it together, man. Get one. And when you come home, even though home ice doesn't really mean a whole lot in hockey. And
they say you kind of know how the puck glides on the ice, something like that. I think I've heard them say that, but they've been doing pretty good on the road too. So it's a matter of, staying focused and handling business, because we know they can do it.
Yeah.
Don't get Coach Paul Maurice yelling at you, MFers. Don't let him get to be yelling and stuff. But yeah,
I like him yelling. I had some clips, but they didn't win, so it didn't make sense for me to play him. But I predict they'll get it done tonight. Panthers will win the game tonight. They've been scoring a lot, and they even scored in game one. So it's just that they broke down fundamentally later in the game and allowed Edmonton to come back. But hopefully they get it done tonight and tie up the series as it gets ready to come to South Florida for the other two games, game 3 and 4. What are your thoughts, Jenny, on Aaron Rodgers yesterday finally agreeing with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
What gets me is he puts people in limbo and makes them wait. That part right there, I don't like. That he's still has been waiting and waiting and waiting, and then he finally agreed. And I was listening to some of them. They were saying he's a great player, because we know he's a great player, Hall of Famer. That it may be they missed their time with it. They missed the window. But only time can tell us for real, what it's going to be. But I thought the Jets had a chance to, maybe possibly take it to another level with Aaron Rodgers. And we've seen how that didn't work out so for them. And I can kind of see it being a similar situation with Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I was surprised that former Steeler Ryan Clark, who expressed no excitement Doesn't think Aaron Rodgers has it anymore. Doesn't think he'll make a difference for the Steelers. I disagree. I disagree. I think he could be a big pickup for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They got a great defense. They're always competitive. Mike Tomlin has a great record.
Well, he has a winning record, but we've not, or not we, they have not the chip. He's got one chip. All the winning seasons, but one chip.
Yeah.
Because the object of the game is to win. And when I say win, the whole thing, not just the winning season. Because after a while, that's not enough.
Yeah.
After a while, that's not enough, and it's not been enough. It's not. You don't want just a to be on the plus side, of the winning. That's like me asking for cake, and then I want a cake, a full cake, and you give me a cupcake. No, I want the whole cake.
Yeah. The Steelers have made the playoffs. They have had a winning record in all of Tomlin's years, at least a winning record. But they haven't won a playoff game in 9 years. That's a long time. So
that's a long time. And like I said, we can applaud him. And the Steelers, being the organization that they are, have kept him on. But any other organization, see ya. Did not the Knicks just got through firing Tom Thibodeau?
Yep.
And he got them in the play. He got them like this close and got them to a winning record and got them to, respectability.
Yep.
But
doorstep of the finals, but
no ring.
Bueno.
No ring. See ya.
Yeah. There's a rumor going on. I don't know. I haven't seen many reports about it, but apparently Doris Burke from ESPN, her future with the network is uncertain, and I think she was on the call last night. Rick Carlisle, the Pacers coach, shouted her out last night, and there's rumors that she may not be retained by the network. Doris Burke has been at ESPN a long time.
Yeah. I think the articles that I seen was questioning hers and the what's the other guy? I can't even think of his name now, but
Richard Jefferson.
Richard Jefferson. That this was a bad finals look. Most of the headlines that I was reading, like this was a bad as far as broadcasting go, that this was a bad finals look, and I'm just telling you what I read. I didn't say that I agree or anything.
I know.
Just what I read, and more than one outlet was saying this. So
I know what the flag is. I wonder what the why people coming down on Doris Burke. She's been great. Don't you think so?
Well, like I said, it wasn't only him. They were saying the trio itself was not good. That's what they were saying. They were saying the trio itself was not good, and they mainly pointed the finger at Doris Burke and the other gentleman.
Well, sometimes sometimes when it ain't broke, when it ain't broke, you don't need to fix it. And I thought they had the perfect team.
With Mark Jackson and
Jeff Van Gundy.
Van Gundy, yeah.
And why did they break that out? Like, what for? That was stupid. That was just doing too much.
Well, they done it now.
Yep.
And like I said, and if one paper said it, then you'd be like, they probably, got issue with Doris Burke and, what have you. But I think it was two different headlines, at least a couple of headlines that I seen that they they didn't like the trio for the broadcast.
Yeah, and again, I thought they took a step backwards. I thought the trio of Jeff Van Gundy and Mark Jackson, compared with Mike Breen, was outstanding.
And the sad part of it too, as women, men are allowed to, you're just good and you're golden when you're getting older, but women, they want a certain look and a certain, and a certain age range, and sadly enough, I think that part is falling to her. But not to say that she's not been excellent, because she has been.
Yep.
That's how you stay in this business for as long as she has. And that's how you get as far as she has. But yeah, I hate to say it, but I think a lot of it is like I said, when you get older, and then they want to start pushing you out the door, because the same thing with like Pam Oliver, because she was the A team for the Fox network on the sideline reporters, and then now B team, she's still doing it, but you want the prime time games, when you're good and you're good, you want the good assignments.
I agree. Doris Burke has been outstanding. I met her when the ABC crew, the ESPN crew, came down for the Heat Nuggets finals. Met her for the first time, and I met PJ Carlissimo, and she was great. But I will acknowledge, this crew is not as good as the other crew. So I think they just were tinkering with it, and they made a mistake in getting rid of the other guys. Now, the TNT crew, those guys had a sad goodbye the other night with TNT, but they're bringing back all four.
Magic City is too much.
Yeah, what do you say?
He said what Jenny Jones is trying to say about Doris Burke is those crow's feet are really showing.
Oh, damn, Magic City.
I did not say it.
That's got that. I mean, if you look at Malika Andrews and you look at Doris Burke, yeah, not the same.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be about that. It shouldn't be about that.
Well, it shouldn't be, but we know it is, because we know that we're in the glorified per se host positions, and they want a nice looking, younger looking female.
Yeah.
The guys can be as old as dirt, but the females, they have different expectations for them.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is what it is. But, hopefully she doesn't get let go. You can still use her,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Their dues. I think Doris Burke should be allowed to walk off into the sunset when she's ready. She's iconic when it comes to the women broadcasters. And I told her, in fact, when I met her, I told her one of her biggest fans was Lil Wayne.
Really?
Lil Wayne. He told me so. I met him at a Heat game, and Lil Wayne, by the way, dropping a new album today. The Carter, I don't know which number it is, but
The Carter 1000, is that what it is?
let's see, Lil Wayne, yeah, it's available now.
Oh, I don't know. That's not my flavor.
Yeah, I don't know which number it is though. What is
Yeah.
VI? Which one? Roman numerals. What is VI?
I told you it was 1,000.
Ain't no 1,000. VI. What's VI? Whatever VI is.
The guy is 6.
Yeah, okay. 6. Right. So he's dropping the card at 6 today. And you can pick it up right now. So cool beans for him. Yesterday, I was also entertained by the back and forth between Donald Trump and Elon Musk.
I was reading some of that. I was like, hilarious. It's funny when
Yo,
he was in that back pocket and then y'all was all kumbaya. And then now he trying to cut off your contracts and you're not agreeing with his tax bills and everything else. And the love is gone.
that
The
was funny.
gone.
Man.
Hilarious.
That was funny, man. That's been popping off, and of course, Diddy trial been popping off. Do you think Diddy might get off?
I don't know. Well, let me say this.
Right.
I don't believe, just from what I'm hearing, because you can't be inside of that courtroom, so you got to get the secondhand conversation, the secondhand reports. But from what I've seen, they've not cemented a good case of racketeering. Have they cemented a case of, yeah, this is a bad dude, this is a freaky dude? I mean, you know what I'm saying? They thoroughly cemented that. But all of these character witnesses are, just saying that he's a bad dude. That's the bulk of what they've proven. And I'm waiting because I don't even know how you got past the grand jury if there's not another shoe that you getting ready to drop to show racketeering charges. Yeah. Because those are serious. It's more than you a freak in the bedroom. It's more than, okay, you're beating up your girlfriend or your girlfriend, and you're saying that he's threatening people and all of these other things. But like I said, show me the racketeering. Because even though I can see, I'm not a Diddy fan, I'm not on that boat right now, especially when you go to beating up women. I'm sorry, it just hits a certain way, a whole nother way with me, because I lost my sister to domestic, and it hits a certain way with me. But I'm not seeing the racketeering charges. I'm not seeing them. But he did get chastised for making goo-goo eyes at the jury, nodding his head, and he getting ready to get kicked out of his own trial.
I don't know what that's about. Well,
probably like
take that.
Trying to that's not right. Or, trying to agree or disagree or whatever. Better hold that head still.
Yeah.
Or hold it down or something, but don't be looking over at the jury. They don't want you looking over at the jury.
Crazy, man. I wonder if Diddy beats his trial, do they welcome him back? There's a lot.
I think the people that like him or are really down like that for his music will accept him back. Now, will advertisers be flocking to him?
Probably not.
Other than sex companies, sex toys and stuff like that. That's the only thing that I can see, because not only was they said he was beating. We seen him beating. They said, he was threatening to kill people, and he's got these guns, and he just got a whole bunch that if I had a company, that I would not be comfortable with him being my spokesperson.
Yeah.
Or promoting, like I said, any product outside of a sex product. So he got more than enough money. So if he indeed gets off, you might want to go have you a little private island and just go off into the sunset. Because everybody don't stay at the top all the time. Everybody don't stay at the top all the time. You've had a really, really good run. And you was doing some shade. There was some shady. So, think about that. Sometimes you just gotta let go.
Yeah. I saw a report that the college football national championship game is gonna be here. Is that accurate?
I do believe so.
Yeah. In 20 the playoff, the national championship game is gonna be we gotta be in the house for that one.
We need to be in it.
Yeah.
Canes, what you got for us?
Yeah. We need to be in it. No doubt about it. I'm looking forward to Miami Hurricane season. I'm not looking forward to Dolphins season so much, but I do remember when the Dolphins scored 70 on the Broncos a couple of years ago, and
we were all excited, but it's like, do that against a contender. Do that against a contender. Do that to somebody that you're not supposed to be, like, at all.
Yeah, I went for the Kool-Aid, man. I misled Dolphin fans. I said, I'm telling you, I guaranteed that this team would win the Super Bowl and we would have the biggest party in South Florida history. And we all know what happened.
What happened was, yeah.
So we've come to the end, folks. We'll be back on Monday. Life been lifing. Your boy had some health issues, and we're gonna talk about that because I'm gonna bring my cousin on the show, and she's a chef, and we're gonna talk about type of diet that'll save.
She's finna get you tight and right.
You gonna get me tight and right. She gonna get me tight and right. I might come out looking like Darren Waller.
Oh my God.
Fish, we miss you, man. We'll catch up with you on Monday when you come back. Magic City said Hurricanes versus Notre Dame. Hurricanes versus Florida gonna be a movie. No question. No question about it. I can't wait. I really can't wait.
Yep.
See what Mario do with the boys this year. Panthers and Oilers tonight. That's everybody's watching.
Panthers is going to even it up the series tonight.
Yeah, game 2 of the NBA Finals is when?
Saturday. It should be Saturday, right? I do believe it's. Huh? I'm
not sure.
I seem like I think it's Saturday because don't they go every other except for maybe if they got to travel. But I'm.
Could be Sunday. Could be Sunday. USFL is championship weekend as well in the USFL. The Useful League, as they like to call it. They'll be going at it on Sunday. So conference championships Sunday in the USFL. And that will go down. And then the championship following. So again, Panthers and Oilers tonight. Go Panthers. Try to get it done in game 2 of the NHL tonight. I will be at Ricky's for a happy hour later today at 5 o'clock. Pull up on me at Ricky's in Pembroke Pines, dropping some old school sounds this afternoon. Got anything else for us, Jenny Jones?
No, you're right. Pacers Thunder Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday, 8 p.m. 8 p.m.
All right. We'll see you guys on Monday. Again, apologies for not being there, but we're working on it. All right, Fitz Davis will be back hopefully on Monday. All right, and so will we. Jeff Fox, Jenny Jones. We'll see you later.
Turner Yell makes the stop in the secondary for Denver. 1st and 10. The fake. Good block in there, and down it goes. Caught at the 30. This is the dynamic throw. He's in for 6. As you have seen, 2nd and 6. Berrios on the move. Pitch out A-Chain. Blocked by Berrios. Blocked by Armstead. Look at him dive. Look at him score. With a 2nd down and goal. Oh, look at that. Shovel pass. A-Chain breaks a tackle and dives for 6.
Kevin, incredible play design. Watch Tyreek Hill. He's going to come from behind. It looks like they're going to do a quick little reverse. It's a no-look shovel pass.
Wow.
Tua's looking at Tyreek the whole time and just blindly flips it with.
You're the first Haitian on record at a Diddy's party. Tell us what that was like.
Yeah. You know, I go to the Dilly Party. I get there, I see everyone relaxing. So, you know, I'm starting to relax too. You know, and everybody's there. I see Dilly. I see Jake from State Farm. I see Tupac. I say, hey, this is a party. So, you know, I'm starting to do the vibe, you know what I'm saying? I'm moving. Et puis, I get hungry. So I'm looking for the food. Et puis, I see a table with food. I don't know what it is. I'm looking. I say, hey, Daddy, what's that? He pick up a plate of fish eggs. He tell me, take that. I said, no, I don't want that. Don't want that. Okay? I said, where's the black rice? Eh? Where's the grill? Eh? Where's the pickles? Eh? Where's the good food? He tell me the good food start at 2 o'clock in the morning. I say, you know what? I don't want it. So I leave. I go to my girlfriend, sister house, right? She make the grill, and I eat the grill, and then I eat the cat 2 times. Okay? And then I go home to my wife. And that's it. I'm never going to a Dilly Party again. Okay? Because if you don't have grill, you don't have party. Okay.
Not an easy spot on the floor to try to inbound it from, Mike.
SGA has it. There's about a 9-second difference shot clock and game clock. Gilgeous-Alexander spins, pulls up, jumper. Off the mark, won't go. Rebound, Neesmith. The Pacers with a chance to win it. Final seconds.
자, 언더독인 인디애나가 익숙한 상황을 맞이한다. 할리버튼. 버튼을 흔들어. 와우! 0.3초.
The Jeff Fox Show, brought to you by Remix Sports Media.